Greetings, everybody. Nino the Mystic here, and welcome to this week's Hump Day message. All right, allow the sage here to clear away any old stagnant energy. Whatever's no longer needed, let's release it back to the universe to be used for something good. Okay, any lingering stuff from last week, let's release that. Okay. So I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys have the time right now to receive a message. I do have a bit of an announcement here, so just hang on, everybody. While you guys are getting settled in there, before you even start meditating on the numbers, make sure that you're hitting that like button and share it out to a couple places. That would be greatly appreciated, okay? And then center yourself, ground yourself, take some deep breaths if you're able to, okay? And start meditating on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you have your question in mind. Again, very important to have that question in mind while you're meditating, okay? And then whatever number pops out in your mind's eye, that is your number for this week, okay? Now for this show, you can, comment your number if you like to, but you don't have to. We do have another show that we're going to be doing that. I'll be getting to that in just a second. Just going to clean all this stuff up here so that we have room for our cards. And everything is hunky-dory here. So, let's see. So it looks like, so right now I am going live on 2 Facebook accounts. I'm going live over on Nina Rorson. However, only people who are invited can see it until after the fact, and then I can make it public. However, I am also going live right now on my page, Nina the Mystic 68, and I do see that the chat is interactive. So if you rather, go over to Facebook and watch it there, but you still want to be part of the chat, no worries. You can do that on my page, okay? So Nina the Mystic 68 over on Facebook. I'm going live there right now, and the chat is interactive with my studio here, okay? So I'll be able to pull up your name. I can pull it in here, just like YouTube, no worries. So we do have that now. I've finally reached that goal. So if you haven't followed me over there, make sure you do that. And also I did schedule it for up on Kick. However, it doesn't seem to work. Kick has it sort of set up that you kind of set it up and you go live right then and there. It's not really set up for, scheduling a week ahead of time. So it doesn't look like I am going live, even though I did schedule that, but it doesn't look like. So I guess Kick isn't gonna really work for Hump Day because I do schedule my shows on Mondays usually. And yeah, so Kick, I guess, will be a good platform for if I want to just go live quick with some free card pulls or something like that. So do follow me over there as well. And because you never know, I might just spur the moment, just go live over there and do some free card pulls or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, you never know. I might do that on Facebook too. Now that I can just go live over on Facebook, I might do that more randomly, try to get my feed into groups and stuff like that. I know Facebook has changed a lot since when I started this. It used to be a lot easier to go live over there. People were able to see it. Like I had, strangers come in from all over the place. Now, yeah, they don't seem to see it. So if you don't mind, if you are over on Facebook, to share my my streams out there into groups, especially groups that are interested in tarot and wanting to get a free message, share it all out into groups over on Facebook. Okay. And then of course, share it over on YouTube as well, but there's probably more luck and more reach in the groups, I would think, and group chats if you're involved in those. Maybe you got a Discord channel or whatever it is that you got. Share it around. Okay, that's the only way that I can get this message out there. So yeah. Speaking of Discord, I could go just right now though, but I don't know if that would be interactive, if that would be the same stream. I don't know how I would do that, to be honest with you. I could click on, I could muck around with it here. I wouldn't even know that it wouldn't be the same stream. You know what I mean? So I don't want to mess around with all the other stuff that I got going on here now. So Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that for now. I don't want to, screw anything up here. But today, Spirit came to me today and nudged me to make some changes again. I know I've been making a lot of changes. It's been about 6 months now, I guess, since we left Patreon. And we've been doing it here, basically just on YouTube. And Spirit came to me today, and you know what? I feel bad about airing out your stuff basically for the public on YouTube here. So I want to go back to private streams again. So we'll do Hump Day as per usual at 6 o'clock here on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else with the Hump Day. Okay, so for those of you who are watching the replay, there's no changes at all. Okay, it's only changes for those who like to be here live and for those of you who are donating and wanting extra card pulls. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to the way it was of having a secret stream, except this time I am going to be doing it up on Discord. Okay, so join me up on the Discord. And then once you've made your donation and whatever, I will then give you access to the private room. That's up in there. That's where you're going to find the link. So I've already scheduled the show. I did email 3 people that, I wasn't sure if you got the message or not with the link in it. And I just want to put it out there. I don't know if Star Ruby, I know Star Ruby hasn't joined up on Discord. I'm not sure if there is any issues with Discord for some of you. For some of you, maybe, I don't know. There could be all kinds of issues that you might have, that you can't access it or whatever. If that's the case, no worries. I can email you the link every week. Okay, so as the donations come in, I will pull your email. I'll start a new email. I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, email, whatever, with the links in it that I'll email out on the Wednesday. Okay, so this show is scheduled up on Monday, and I do send out an email for everybody, usually with all the shows that I got going on. If you want to be on that list, just email me and say add me to the mailing newsletter newsmail, I think I call it newsmail. It just basically gives you the show links for the week and new stuff, announcements and all that kind of stuff will be in the Monday. However, this one didn't because it kind of came on today. Kind of sudden, to be honest with you. It came over me to do this. So I did email everybody though on that list, told them everything about what's going on, without the link, of course. And then I made another email for the few who have already paid. So yeah. Neo saying he's going live. That's nice. Yes, Starbeast, I saw you joined up like just now, and I gave you permission already to go into the private room there, and that's where you're going to find the link for the next show, which we're going to be doing right after this show. So I scheduled it for 7. Mind you, we might go earlier, a little bit earlier than that, depending on how long Hump Day is. I don't want to sit around and wait forever to the next show. So I think what I'm going to do is as soon as we're done here with the Hump Day and everything, we'll give it like 5 minutes and then I'll just go live and just wait for you guys. So you can jump in there early, okay? And even if you don't make it to Hump Day, because something like this is kind of early still on the West Coast. A lot of people are sitting in traffic right now. You know what I mean? Haven't made it home yet. And or maybe eating dinner right at this time as well. So if you can't make it to Hump Day, no worries. I'll leave the cards here. And when you show up to the next stream, because it's a little bit later then, hopefully you'll have time to join us up in the live stream then. I will go over it again. Okay, and then you can always go back and watch the replay for the whole Hump Day. You know what I mean? But I'll give you a recap, and I'll have your question and your number and everything over there. That way, nobody is, listening in on your questions. This way, it'll allow you to be more personal. You don't have to maybe tone down, or you know what I mean? The questions that you're asking, there's literally only going to be like a couple of you in there, a handful at most, usually. So, yeah, I think that's a lot better. Hi, Max. I see Max is in here as well. So yeah, so two ways of doing it. Join us up on the Discord. That will be a lot easier because I will be putting that link then for the secret stream on Monday. That's when I schedule my shows. And also, if you cannot make it here, maybe this is too late for you, because I do realize the East Coast is a little bit later now. Some people going to bed already. You know, we can't please everybody. But what I can do is that I do post the link for the secret stream up in the private room, okay, up on Monday. So you can go in there already on Monday and start meditating. You don't need to watch Hump Day ahead of time. All you need to do, though, is have that space, the privacy where you can sit down, meditate on the numbers while you have your question in mind. Okay? And whatever number pops out in your mind's eye, that's your number for this week. You can comment that right in the live chat already. Okay? With your number and your question already on Monday. So you don't even have to be available for the Wednesday at all. So yeah, I think this is the way to do it. It worked before. Now, if you have any suggestions on other ways, or if there's any concerns or questions, email me or comment down below. I'll leave this from now on. Then I'm going to leave this link that you're watching right now. I'm going to leave it up for the public. For the last 6 months, I've actually been unlisting these shows so that they don't show up on my feed. And part of that was because of the privacy, to try and keep the messages more private. You know, not that they are. But from now on, then, since now we're not going to have any personal things on this show, it's just going to be a general message for everybody. I'm going to leave it up on my YouTube so that you can find it later. And there's, of course, a playlist with all the previous shows that we did over the last 6 months, or even longer than that, probably a year and a half, or whatever it's been now since I've had this channel. So yeah, it worked. Okay, nice. So you went in there and you got the link. Perfect. You know, you guys should be on Discord anyways. You know, so, and Discord is free for everybody, by the way. Anybody can join us up on the Discord. Okay. The only difference is if you want to have access to the private room and to the secret stream link, then it's done by donation. And I'm also going to keep it the way it was on Patreon. Okay. One donation for the whole month. Okay, so again, you know what I mean? So yeah, so just use a PayPal. I got 2 different PayPals. You can do it during the live show here. You can do it after. It doesn't matter. But I will keep track of it all. And if you could do it today, that'd be great. It's the 2nd day of the month, which means we're in the beginning of the month now. And so if we can just get it done now, if everybody can do it today, then everybody will have the same anniversary date. It's always on the beginning of the month. It would just be a lot easier for me to keep track, and maybe for you guys as well to kind of keep track. You know, it's the beginning of the month, another donation, and that way you'll still have access to the private room. If you do decide to leave, then of course you'll lose your access there. But no worries, I do keep track. So even if you're still in there, and you show up and you haven't paid, well, I'll let you know. Okay. So I hope that's not too confusing for everybody. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. And like I said, I have scheduled it for 7, but we can go earlier than that. Okay. As soon as we're done here, you know, it's probably going to be about that time anyways, especially if I got announcements, maybe I got, you know, moon messages, or you guys have questions. Obviously the show probably will be rolling into about an hour. But if we don't have any of that, and I can just spew out Hump Day real quick, then that'll be short and sweet for the replay. I think that's how people prefer it on the replay. You know what I mean? And also that also means that we can jump into the next stream a little quicker. So don't go anywhere. Okay, just hang on, because we will be going into the next stream shortly. So yeah, I'm gonna see who's here. I know. Oh, I've lost some of the old. Oh no, there she is. I know Star Ruby was definitely first in queue. I don't know if she's still here or not. That's the thing about being early. I don't know. Looks like Lori Elderkin is here. Starbeast is here. I Am Neo is here. And I think that's it. So you saw, so okay, so you don't have to put this in here today. Okay. you don't have to put your number, and you definitely don't want to put your question in here. Save that for the secret stream that's coming up next. Okay, it's a whole different stream. This stream is just going to be a general message for everybody with the hump day, and then yeah, the secret stream is where we're going to do all of that. This way you don't have to worry about toning down your question. You can ask whatever you want, you know what I mean, because nobody else will have access to that link. So it's literally only going to be a couple of you in there. So yeah, so don't do that. And also make sure that you are doing it right. You know, that you are taking the time to meditate on the numbers while you keep your question in mind. Okay, so that that's how it's going to work the best. That's how I found. I find that when people just leave it up to a general message, or they don't have a question in mind while they're picking the number, it just doesn't resonate. It just doesn't work. It's kind of how me and Spirit have kind of, you know, made a deal, I guess, on how we do it. And it seems to work the best that way. Is how you're going to get the most bang for your buck, is doing it that way. So I hope that makes sense, everybody. So you're going live on Kick now, Neo? It would be the same stream, he's saying. That's how every streamer does it. Okay. Well, I don't know how would I do that? Because I'm in studio now. Like, I don't know how to do that. So this is new territory for me. I'm just going through the chat here. Hey, JD is here. Welcome, JD. Yes, you guys can definitely meditate on the numbers. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. Keep the question in mind and give me the number. Okay, that you picked for this week. I do love to see who's picking what. And if you're on the replays, well, use the comment section down below. Let us know what number you picked. You know, any questions that you have either about the show or about the Discord or anything else for that matter. A great place to do it is in the comment section. Or you can email me if it is a private matter. You can always do that as well. But I find that with having this private room and the secret stream, now people can open up a little bit more. You can ask about things that maybe you don't want YouTube to see or hear or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think people are going to like it. So Sacred Moth is here. Welcome, welcome. So join us up on the Discord, everybody. Okay, I'm going to see if there's anybody else here. I don't see anybody else. Star Ruby, I don't know. Do you have any issues with the Discord or what's going on? She hasn't signed up for that yet. Or not signed up, but just join us, okay? Let's see if I can get just a quick link here. Just going to grab a quick little link to the Discord. It is one that expires, but that's okay. Expires in a week, I think, or whatever it is. There, just so you have it right there. There's a few links. There's, you know, of course, in the description, you'll have a link in there. That's that link should be good for forever. It never expires. So there you go. And it also goes up, I see, on my Facebook now. So if you are watching it on Facebook, welcome. Use the comment section to let us know that you're here, okay? And there's the Discord. Join us up there. That's completely free. Great place to hang out after hours. You can post things. I know Turamir posted a whole whack load of pictures of some manifestation in the fire that he did. He got some really cool photos, okay? A lot of cool things in that fire. All that's up on Discord. So it's a great place to hang out. And then if you are enjoying this and you want to support the stream, you want to support the channel, and you would like to get a little extra cards for yourself, it's done by donation. 1 donation per month will give you access to the private room up on the Discord. Okay, and that's where the link to the secret stream is. Every Monday. So, oh, Helga just subscribed. Well, welcome, Helga. Come on in. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if she's from Facebook. I'm wondering if I am getting new people from Facebook. You know what I mean? Let us know where you're coming from. I know you probably got to wait 5 minutes now. That's how I set it up. New subscribers got to wait 5 minutes. That way we avoid a lot of the trolls and whatnot. You know, it gives people 5 minutes to cool down a little bit before they comment, just in case. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, if you are just subscribing now and you're new and you got to wait, I'm sorry. but I would like to hear where you're from. So hi, Helga. You're from Facebook. Yay. And that's so cool. Finally, we're able to go live on Facebook onto my page, Nino the Mystic 68, where the chat is interactive. Yay! I'm so happy about that. So yeah, make sure you Iceland. Oh wow, that's got to be late. That's got to be like early morning over there. So wow, welcome. I know Turmer is from Finland, and he's up this late as well. So there you go. That is so awesome to see. So, all right. So I'm going to check the Discord. I don't see anybody else in there. All right. I'll give everybody. I did email Star Ruby the link. So, like I said, if you do have issues with Discord, you can't access it for whatever reason. Let me know as soon as the donations roll in. I'm going to take those emails and I'm going to put it into a list that I'll be sending you the link in email as well. Because I do realize that some people either, have issues with it or whatever, you know what I mean? So I don't want to discourage people from joining up, even if you don't want to do the Discord thing. So hopefully I got everything. Yeah, hopefully I got everything. Like I said, ask questions if you are uncertain. So yeah, we might as well roll right into the Hump Day message here. And so that we can move on over to the next stream. Yeah. All right. So I think that's it. I'm going to get out of the chat, to be honest. If I see the chat while I'm doing the message, it gets a little distracting. So if you have any questions now, then just wait until I'm done the message. Or maybe somebody in the chat might be able to answer as well. You never know. But I'll be right back with this week's message right after this. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys have had a minute to meditate on those numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you keep your question in mind. Okay. And whatever number pops is out in your mind's eye, that's your number for this week. We are just about to pull now for number 1 from the answer deck. And so this is why it's very important to have a question in mind, because otherwise these cards just aren't going to make any sense. Okay. So let's pull now for now. Wow, that one wants to come out right away. So we're going to definitely go with that. And so does, wow, the next one. Holy smokes. The energy is intense. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Number 3 as well. Holy smokes. I wonder if the rest of them are going to be like that. That's amazing. I'm moving over now to the crystal deck, which is going to give you a suggested crystal to go with the message. All right, so number 1, yeah, that one. Wow. Number 2, wow, they're fast this week. And number 3 is not just the one deck. The energy is amped up today, guys. Yeah. Wow. All right. So then we're moving over to the guides deck. You get a message from your guides. All right. Number 1. There we go. Number 2. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. And the last but not least, number 3's sideways spinner. There we go. Okay, we have our cards for this week. So keep in mind, this is a general, a message. It will resonate for some, maybe some not as much. Some weeks it does, some weeks it doesn't, depending on who Spirit is trying to reach. And I do find if you have that question in mind while you're meditating, it's a better chance of it resonating. I find if it doesn't, it's probably because you didn't do that step. And if that's the case, I would just, do it again, okay, if you have to, and see what happens, and let me know. Okay. All right. So if you picked number one this week and you had a question, the answer is helpful people. And I know that's come up before. A lot of us are very stubborn. We don't like to ask for help. Now, whether that is your spiritual team or maybe physical people around you, depending on what your question is. But it seems like asking for help is going to be the answer. Now, the guides are reminding you that love is your energy. So stay in that love frequency. Don't allow yourself to move down into a lower frequency. You know what I mean? Get bogged down. Try and stay in that love, like in a love energy, love frequency. Okay, don't stoop down to a lower level. The crystal angel is opal. Let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So don't be shy. Just get out there, okay? Show yourself off. Show the world who you really are. Let yourself sparkle and shine. There's no shame in that, you know. Now, depending on what your question was, helpful people tells me that you need to ask for help. Okay, so whatever it is that your question is, ask. So, if there's people around you that can help you with it, or maybe it's your spiritual team, you need to ask. They can't really help you unless you give them permission. That goes for real people and spiritual teams, you know what I mean? So you have to ask. You can't assume that people or spirit knows what you want or what you need. Okay, you have to ask. You have to give permission, and that's kind of how it goes. So that's kind of where the answer lies for you. Okay, now if you've been feeling down, feeling a little blue, feeling maybe a little depression, the energy has been off the charts lately. Okay, so a lot of people are feeling that, and it is a collective sort of energy, right? So many of us, right, throughout the world, going through stuff. So try and break out of it. I know it's easier said than done. Do whatever it is that you need to do in order to break out of that. And sometimes it could be a change of scenery, because the energy changes wherever you go as well. So that could help. That's what's coming to me right now. Change the scenery. Just get out of there. Maybe it's dark and dense where you are. Go somewhere where it's lighter. You know what I mean? Do what you need to do in order to change that frequency, to stay in that love energy. You know what I mean? And let yourself sparkle and shine. Don't be shy. Get out there, show yourself off. Okay, maybe there's other people that can help you with that. What I'm getting here is, for some of you, you might be asking about personal things, social life, getting out there, mingling. Ask your friends. Maybe it could be some double dating. Maybe somebody's having a gathering. I know July 4th is coming up. That's probably a great time to mingle and meet new people. You know what I mean? So ask around and see if somebody's having a party, something going on, where that will give you the opportunity to kind of just show yourself off. You know what I mean? Let yourself sparkle and shine, and show them what you're made of. You know what I mean? And stay in that love frequency, though. For some of you, this might be different. This could be a job thing. Maybe you're a little shy. You got the talent maybe, but you're a little shy about bragging or showing it off. Ask your spiritual team for help, or maybe even your coworkers, or if you got some friends there or something, to kind of help you along, like a wingman type of thing. You know what I mean? Because we need those at work as well. Sometimes it's hard to kind of just stand up and say it. You want to be introduced first. You know what I mean? Like, So I not use people, but ask your friends, ask your spiritual team for help with whatever it is that your question is. Okay, don't be shy. Is kind of what I'm getting. So just ask, and ye shall receive. Is what I'm getting here. So I hope that helps you out, number one. And if you have any comments, I would love to hear them down in the comment section. And if you want to join us up on the secret stream tonight, any donation, there's no set amounts, although the minimum is 5, kind of like what we had up at Patreon. So any donation, okay? And that can change from month to month depending on your budget. And you know what I mean? What's coming in. Yeah, some months you might be able to afford more than others. You know what I mean? So you're not stuck on a tier. So that's another reason of doing it this way. You give what you can, and we'll go from there. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on over now to number 2. Oh, okay. A little bit different here for number 2. Let me grab a little water here. All right. So number 2, you had a question. Fortunately, you're getting a no for number 2. You're also getting from the guides here to lead by example. The crystal angel card is a sure right, deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. This is indicating that, number 2s, you've been going through some stuff. You haven't quite done the work. Maybe there's some more shadow work that needs to be done here. Maybe some things that you haven't thought about that you think isn't bothering you. Take a look at that. There's some deep emotional healing that needs to be done here. Now, for some of you, it could be physical healing. It could be spiritual healing as well. So tailor it around your question. But for number 2, it's definitely indicating that, yeah, it's time for you to do some shadow work. If you can afford to get therapeutic care, do it. It goes hand in hand with the shadow work. I loved it when I had about a year and a half of free counseling. I would do my shadow work in the salt bath, and then I would bring my findings to the therapy. If you can't afford it, do it. It's great. It really works really well. And by doing that, you are leading by example, showing other people that, hey, it's okay and it's normal to have bad days, to have emotional baggage, to have all these things. But what we do about it and how we react to it, that's what's important here. So by showing everybody around you that, yes, okay, I'm dealing with it, I'm doing the work, and I'm getting better. You know what I mean? That's a great example. Shows other people that, hey, yeah, you know what? Maybe that therapy stuff does work. Maybe I should do that too, or shadow work, or whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, your answer is no. Now, sometimes that is a good thing. Hopefully that's you this week. But yeah, I'm getting some, therapy, some healing, whatever that means for you around maybe the question. That could be as well. Maybe there's some more issues around that question, and that's why you're getting a no. So I would love to hear, what you guys have, and I can't wait for the secret stream so I can talk to you guys and see what's going on a personal level here. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave that for number 2 this week. And if you want a private session, just email me, okay? And then you just use the PayPal for payments. My prices are the same as they were up on Patreon. So we're going to keep it the same as it was. Okay, guys? So with that, I'm going to move over to number 3. Oh, yeah. All right. Number 3, there's a different story for number 3s. So number 3, you had a question, and you're getting a yes. Big yes for number 3. The guides are reminding you that like attracts alike. Crystal angel is Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So if you're single, this is definitely a good week for you. But even if you are in a relationship, this could mean kicking it up a notch a little bit. Sometimes relationships can get a little stagnant. Maybe you're ready to kick it up a notch and get that love life going. So depending on who you are, this is a general message. But if you are single, and especially if your question had anything to do with love, your love life is a big fat yes. So do it. Okay. Yeah. And alike attracts alike. So that's a good reminder that, there's no sense trying to go for somebody that's completely out of your league. Completely not even, maybe don't even have the same interests, completely different, everything. There's no sense trying to go for that. Go for somebody that's like you. You know what I mean? You have the same interests. You're on the same level on different things. And that could be from energy to money to social status, whatever. You know what I mean? Set yourself up for success, that I think it's going to be the best here. But yeah, this is a great, if you pick number 3 and you're looking for love, apparently you're ready. Big fat yes. And if not, if you had a completely different answer, or sorry, if you had a completely different question, take what resonates out of here, like the yes. You can use that. Like tracks alike. That goes for a lot of different areas in your life. You know what I mean? So tailor the answers to your question. Try and read between the lines, or join us up on the secret stream where you can get me to interpret these cards for you for a small donation that's going to last you the whole month. So you'll get 4 or 5 shows out of that one donation. So I hope to see you guys over on Discord. Okay, Discord is completely free. Join us up over there. And if you do want to do the donation and get the secret link, then just use the PayPal that's provided in the description, okay, of every single video. And I hope to see you guys over there. So I'm going to return to the chat here and see what everybody's up to. Yeah, so the hump day is basically a pick a card. So it is a general message for everyone. It is free, it's weekly, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. If not, I do offer more by a small donation, like big or small, it don't matter, whatever means you have. You know what I mean? And then we can go up onto the Discord. I have a private room up there where I have the link already to the private stream that we're going to be doing here in just a few minutes. And so that's kind of how it is. If not, you can book in for a private session as well. Very reasonable rates. Okay. And so all that, I don't know, do I have my rates in the description of the video? I'm not even sure if I do. Maybe I don't. But you can just email me. That's the best thing to do. So whether you want private sessions, or maybe you would like some white light, the spray, or some stickers, magnets, all that stuff, just email me. Okay. And we'll go from there. I'll give you more information. I'll give you links, all that stuff. And I also have a merch store if you're interested in getting some unique items and helping out the channel. That's a great place to do it there as well. I hope that answered your question there. We got here. Mark Harrison. Welcome, Mark. You are great. Did you look at Robert Edwards Grant? Robert Edward Grant. I don't think so. Who's that? I'm not sure who that is, to be honest, Mark. So I would have to say no. You can always put links into this video down below. Yeah, they show up there, right? And not in the live chat, I guess, but in the comment section down below, you can always leave me links there, or you can email me. If there's something that you think that I should see, something important, or better yet, join on the Discord and share it up on the Discord so everybody can see it. That's where I want you to share it, on the Discord. Okay, that's kind of where we go after hours. We can share links, share private photos, you know what I mean? A bit of a community over there. So yeah, do that. Yeah. Hi, Jackie J. It's been a minute since I've seen you. F Kitty's here. It's been a minute since I've seen F Kitty in here. You must have been busy for a while there. Maybe you got a job that required you to not be in chat for a while. I've noticed because you haven't been on the other channels either, so I'm assuming you've probably been working or something. But I'm glad to see you back. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. I hope you got something out of that. Sacred Moss says the cards were spot on. Oh, right on. Yay. Yay for spirits. If that resonates and that's all you need, good for you. But if you'd like more, a small donation will get you a month's worth in the private room. You know what I mean? Where, we can, I can look at your question and, yeah, interpret the cards, plus pull another couple of cards to go with it to see if we can clarify or maybe add on to the message. You know what I mean? I guess that worked for Star Beast as well. I guess I'll see you in the next stream. Star Ruby, are you still here? Are you with us here? I hope she didn't get too thrown off with the whole Discord thing. If Discord is an issue and you want to get you want to be part of the thing, no worries. I will start up an email list with everybody that's going to be part of it. Okay. And email that to you on the Wednesday to remind you probably about the hump day and then give you the secret stream link. I'll probably do that. Right. And so that you can just hit that secret stream link and just go straight into the YouTube thing and bypass Discord altogether if Discord is an issue. However, I do encourage you to join us on Discord. I would love to see you there. Love to see your posts and your inputs and all that stuff there. And also up on Facebook. Join us up on the Facebook and we can share things there as well. And of course, Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Let's see if I can find some links for you guys for all of this. I'll give you. I got the Facebook right there. I'd love to see you over there. And of course, merch. I do have tons of new logos in the merch store if you want to check it out. It is more or less, the new ones are more or less more pertaining to Sunday's show, but there's lots and lots of logos to choose from in the merch store. So whatever you are into, let's see if I can find Instagram here. Instagram is always fun. I love posting on there. It's a fun way to post, and it does go straight up to the Facebook as well, so you'll see them on both places. But it's a good place to remind everybody that, hey, we're going live, and whatever. So yeah, I hope to see you guys on all those platforms. All the links, of course, to all of this and more is in the description of every single video. So you can get those later if you're not here live. And if you are watching the replay, make sure you smash that like button, share this out, and tell us in the comment section of what you think. Did it resonate for you this week? And if you have any questions about, what's going on, the new stream, anything, just leave it in the comment section. Okay, guys? So, yeah, we're 1:45 now, so I think we're going to leave it there. Yeah. So I'll see you guys hopefully in the secret stream. It is posted up on Discord already in the private room that we got there. Okay, so just hit me up with the donation and we'll go from there, guys. Okay, so starting today, a new month, this is how it's going to be. Unless I get a lot of feedback saying please don't do it this way, then okay, we'll take that under advisement. But yeah, just email me, okay, with questions and whatever. Let's see, I can probably put that in there too. You can't really click on it, but at least you get to see it, and it does show up on Facebook as well. So that's always nice because I don't know how many links you have there on Facebook. They don't hold as many links as YouTube does. So yeah, just or it doesn't look like you can click on it. So there you go. Maybe just click on it and email me. There you go. That might be the easier way to do it. But I'm going to let you guys go. I look forward to seeing some of you and the secret stream. The rest of you have a beautiful week. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.